Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. The Jammu and Kashmir Reorganisation Act of 2019 is one of the most critical topics for upcoming competitive exams. To make sure you don't miss a single mark, today's video covers the top 50 most important MCQs on the Act. So without a delay, let's get started. First question, as you can see, is the Jammu and Kashmir Reorganisation Act was passed by the Parliament in. So it was passed in 2019, option B. Next, the Jammu and Kashmir Reorganisation Act came into force on. So it came into force on 31st October 2019, option B. Next, the Jammu and Kashmir Reorganisation Act 2019 divided the former state into. So it divided the state Jammu and Kashmir into two union territories. That is option number C, two union territories. Fourth question, which of the following is a union territory with a legislature? इनमें से कौन सी union territory है जिसके पास अपना legislature है? And that is Jammu and Kashmir, option number B. Which of the following became a union territory without a legislature? इनमें से कौन है जिनके पास legislature नहीं है? कौन सी union territory है? And that is Ladakh, option D. Ladakh is a union territory without a legislature. The union territory of Ladakh comprises, this union territory comprises two districts, that is Leh and Kargil, option number B. The first Lieutenant Governor of the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir was, so the first Lieutenant Governor of UT of Jammu and Kashmir was Girish Chandra Murmu, B part. Option number B is the correct answer. The first Lieutenant Governor of Union Territory of Ladakh. So first Lieutenant Governor of Union Territory of Ladakh was, it was Radha Krishna Mathur, option C. Which article of the Constitution was effectively made inoperative on 5th August 2019? So it is Article 370, option C. Article 35A was originally introduced through, options are Constitutional Amendment, Presidential Order, Parliamentary Act or Finance Act. So it was originally introduced through Presidential Order, B. The Jammu and Kashmir Reorganisation Bill was introduced in, it was introduced in Rajya Sabha, option A. The Jammu and Kashmir Legislative Council was, options are strengthened, converted into Rajya Sabha, abolished or renamed. The Jammu and Kashmir Legislative Council was abolished, option C, abolished. The High Court after reorganization serves only Jammu, only Kashmir, Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh, only Ladakh. So the answer is J&K and Ladakh, Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. Which constitutional provision deals with the reorganization of states? It is Article 3. The Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir has no legislative assembly, a legislative assembly, only legislative council, neither assembly nor council. So Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir has a legislative assembly, option B. Which of the following has no legislative assembly? It is Ladakh. No legislative assembly. The Delimitation Commission constituted after reorganization was headed by. So, the Delimitation Commission was headed by Justice Ranjana Prakash Desai. Option A. 18th question is, delimitation primarily refers to. So, it refers to drawing boundaries of constituencies. Option B. After delimitation, the total number of assembly seats in the UT of Jammu and Kashmir became, very important, 90. Which schedule of the Constitution lists the Union territories? It is first schedule. The Reorganization Act received the President's assent in August 2019. Option B. Which of the following is the executive head of the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir? It is Lieutenant Governor. Option C. Which authority appoints the Lieutenant Governor of a Union Territory? So, Lieutenant Governor of a Union Territory is appointed by the President of India. Option C. President of India. The Jammu and Kashmir Reorganisation Act 2019 is primarily related to. It is primarily related to administrative reorganization. Option B. Which of the following remained a common high court after the reorganization? It is High Court of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. So it remained a common high court after the reorganization. Which constitutional article empowers Parliament to form a new state or alter the boundaries of the existing states? It is Article 3. The Jammu and Kashmir Reorganisation Act 2019 contains 14 parts and 103 sections. Option B. 14 parts and 103 sections. Next, the Jammu and Kashmir Reorganisation Bill 2019 was introduced by. It was introduced by the Home Minister. Option B. The Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir has a legislature similar to Delhi. Option B. Which of the following Union territories doesn't have a legislative assembly? It is Ladakh. The number of Lok Sabha seats from the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir is 5. Option B. The number of Lok Sabha seats from the Union Territory of Ladakh is 1. Option A. The Delimitation Commission was constituted under the chairmanship of Justice Ranjana Prakash Desai. Option A. The objective of delimitation is to. So the objective of delimitation is to redraw assembly and parliamentary constituencies. Option C. Which body conducts elections to Legislative Assembly of Jammu and Kashmir? It is Election Commission of India. Under the Reorganisation Act, the Common High Court continues to serve. It was studied earlier also. It is Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. Which service cadre was created after the reorganization? So after reorganization, AGMUT cadre was created. Okay. So it is Joint All India Services cadre, which includes Arunachal Pradesh, Goa, Mizoram and all Union Territories of India. And it is managed by Ministry of Home Affairs. Next, AGMUT stands for, so it stands for Arunachal, Goa, Mizoram, Union Territories. Option A. The executive powers of the Union Territory are exercised in the name of. It is option number C, Lieutenant Governor. Which schedule of the Constitution was amended to include the new Union Territories? It is first schedule. Which of the following statements is correct? Both J&K and Ladakh have legislatures. Neither J&K nor Ladakh has a legislature. Only Jammu and Kashmir has a legislature. Only Ladakh has a legislature. So it is option number C, that is only Jammu and Kashmir has a legislature. The Legislative Council of Jammu and Kashmir was abolished. Option C. Which authority administers the Union Territory of Ladakh? It is option number C, that is Lieutenant Governor. The Reorganisation Act primarily changed the administrative and political status. That is option number B. Which of the following is not a union territory with a legislature? It is Ladakh. Option D. Which of the following statements regarding the Reorganisation Act is correct? It created 3 union territories. It divided the state into 2 union territories. It merged J&K with Himachal Pradesh, or it converted Ladakh into a state. So it is option B, that is it divided the state into 2 union territories. The Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir is administered under the supervision of President of India. Which of the following constitutional changes accompanied the Reorganisation Act? Options देख लेते हैं. Options are Article 370 became inoperative, fundamental rights were suspended, emergency was imposed permanently, Parliament was dissolved. It is Article 370 became inoperative. That is option number A. Which of the following statement is correct? Ladakh has a legislative assembly. Jammu and Kashmir has both a legislative assembly and a legislative council. Jammu and Kashmir has only a legislative assembly. Neither union territory has any elected representative. So it is J&K has only a legislative assembly. Option C. Now the last question is, consider the following statements regarding the Jammu and Kashmir Reorganisation Act 2019. Section 13 provides that Article 239A, Puducherry model of the Constitution applies to the Union Territory of J&K. Section 57 provides for the abolition of the Legislative Council, that is Vidhan Parishad of the state of J&K. Section 32 empowers the Legislative Assembly to make laws on state list subjects except public order and police. Section 75 establishes a completely separate and independent High Court exclusive for the Union Territory of Ladakh. So which of the statements given above are correct? Option A 1 and 2 only, option B 1, 2 and 3 only, option C 2, 3 and 4 only, or option D 1, 2, 3 and 4. So the correct statements for this question is actually option 1, 2 and 3 only. Option number B is the correct answer. This one is incorrect. Section 75 establishes a completely separated and independent High Court exclusive for the Union Territory of Ladakh. This is completely wrong. Except for this, option 1, 2 and 3 are correct. So friends, these questions are highly relevant for your upcoming examinations. If you found this session helpful, please like, share and subscribe for more quality content. Thank you and happy learning.